Hey guys, looking for new strategy and RTS games? Then you've come to the right place. We've started the list with Civilization VII, the latest title in the famous strategy game series from Firaxis Games, scheduled to be released on February 11th, 2025. The game promises to bring new experiences and mechanics that will enrich the gameplay, while maintaining the essence that fans of the franchise already know and love. Civilization VII introduces a number of new gameplay mechanics that aim to make the experience more strategic and engaging. One of the most notable additions is the Eras system, which divides the game's history into different periods, each with its own unique challenges and opportunities. Players can customize their empires in a variety of ways, including choosing their cultures, religions, and systems of government. This flexibility allows players to create unique empires that reflect their preferences and playstyles.
And all alone.
Next on the list is Anno 117, Pax Romana, a real-time strategy and city-building game that is scheduled to be released in 2025. This title is developed by Ubisoft Mainz and is the 8th installment in the famous Anno franchise. The game is set in ancient Rome, specifically in the year 117 AD, and offers a unique experience of managing and developing an empire. As governor, you will be responsible for shaping the destiny of the Roman Empire. The game allows you to choose between promoting economic growth or expanding your domain through conquest. Additionally, you can choose to lead rebellions or unite different cultures, which adds an extra layer of strategy and decision-making. The gameplay stands out for its depth and the need to balance different aspects of city administration, such as resources, diplomacy, and cultural development.
You can take it from here.
Airborne Empire is an open-world city-building RPG that challenges players to build, manage, and expand their unique cities in the skies. The game combines elements of city-building, RPG, and strategy, allowing players to build flying cities, explore a vast open world, manage resources, fight pirates, and build a harmonious empire. The game is set in a world where cities float in the sky, and players take on the role of leaders who must build and defend their cities against the dangers of the world. The player needs to manage resources, build buildings, research new technologies, and defend their city against pirate attacks. Players can build a variety of buildings, including houses, factories, farms, defense towers, and much more. Building a flying city requires special attention to balance, support, and propulsion. Tribe Nation is a real-time strategy game that incorporates roguelike elements set during the Gallic Wars. In it, you take on the role of the leader of a Celtic tribe and must guide your people in search of a new land in Europe. The game stands out for its battles on randomly generated hexagonal battlefields, which provides a unique experience for each match. Players need to strategize in a dynamic environment, adapting to unexpected events while building, improving, and equipping their tribe. The goal is to transform your tribe into a strong nation, facing enemies and overcoming various challenges. If you are a fan of games that require planning and adaptation, Tribe Nation could be a great addition to your gaming portfolio. Idun is a real-time strategy game that promises to bring a new experience to the genre. Combining elements of tower defense with epic real-time battles, Idun puts you in command of a defense force on a hostile planet, where you will need to extract valuable resources while facing relentless hordes of enemies. The mix of RTS and tower defense creates a dynamic and challenging gameplay. You will need to build strategic defenses, manage resources, and lead your troops in intense battles. The battlefield is fully simulated, with varied terrain and random events that can drastically change the course of the battle. The hordes of enemies and random events ensure that each match is unique and challenging. Commandos Origins is a highly anticipated game that marks the return of the famous real-time strategy series Commandos after almost 20 years. Developed by Calypso Media, the game promises to preserve the classic elements that made the series so iconic. In this new title, players will be taken back to the origins of the legendary elite force of World War II. The game focuses on tactical missions that will shape the destiny of the world, offering an experience rich in stealth, strategy, and action. Players will have the opportunity to master the art of silent attacks and face challenges that require careful planning and precise execution. Commandos Origins is scheduled to be released in March 2025 and will be available on Xbox Game Pass on launch day, which is great news for subscribers to the platform. Broken Arrow is a real-time strategy game that stands out for its massive battles and a highly customizable army building system. The game is scheduled to be released on Steam in June 2025. The game focuses on modern warfare tactics, allowing players to experience conflicts between the American and Russian factions, each with its own unique sub-factions, such as Marines, armored vehicles, and airborne troops. With over 200 realistic military units and technologies, the game offers deep customization tools, which provides endless replayability. This means that each match can be unique, depending on the choices made by the player. The battles are designed to be immersive, allowing players to feel like they are part of a major military conflict. Tempest Rising is a real-time strategy game that is being developed by the studio Slipgate Ironworks and will be published by THQ Nordic. Announced in August 2022, the game is heavily inspired by classics of the genre, such as the famous Command & Conquer franchise, which was successful in the 90s and 2000s. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic scenario, after a nuclear war, where players must command different factions in a desperate struggle for power and resources. Tempest Rising combines classic RTS gameplay, which includes base building and resource management, with modern graphics and performance, providing an updated experience for fans of the genre. If you are a fan of strategy games and appreciate the nostalgia of the classics, Tempest Rising promises to be an interesting addition to the genre, combining traditional elements with modern innovations. Crown of Greed is a new real-time strategy game that is scheduled to be released in 2025. Developed by Consoleway and Blum Entertainment, the game is set in the Kingdom of Rodovia, a fantasy land inspired by Slavic mythology. In this game, players take on the role of sovereigns and must manage their kingdom indirectly, which means they will not be able to issue direct orders as in other games of the genre. Instead, it will be necessary to bend the will of their subjects and heroes to achieve their goals. Players will be tasked with building cities, recruiting troops, and expanding their domain, using the powerful influence of money to manipulate and govern. Players need to develop leadership skills to guide their subjects without direct orders. The last game on the list is Menace, a turn-based tactical RPG that stands out for its science fiction setting. Developed by Hooded Horse and Overhype Studios, the game allows players to lead an assault team composed of Marines, mercenaries, and criminals in a distant system known as the Wayback System. This setting is marked by a constant struggle between pirates, questionable corporations, and fragmented planetary governments, creating an environment of high tension and strategy. Players must meticulously plan their missions, from choosing infantry equipment to mobilizing tanks and mechs. This need for detailed planning makes the game not only challenging, but also very engaging, especially for those who appreciate games that require strategic and tactical thinking. Well, that was the list. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.